Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the Shiny Raiko channel. Now, I'm going to come at you with a new combo for the Odd Eyes. It's not particularly can only be played in the Odd Eyes deck, but it's preferred because it has a lot more backbone in that deck. The combo is just Rescue Rabbit and Scales. That's all you need. So it's a 3-card combo technically because you're playing Pendulums. But it is only a Pendulum exclusive combo. It is basically Pendulum Dragon Links. Now, the deck is actually really good at 60 cards. However, I'm strongly against 60 card decks. It's not that I've had a bad experience playing 60 cards. No, not at all. It's actually really strong, powerful combos. I've never bricked with a 60 card deck in my life. However, the problem begins when it's time to side deck and you can't see a single side card to save your life. And it always leads to something extremely bad because you're playing Pendulum. When you're playing Pendulum, you know that you'll need to see a card to stop your opponent from doing something specific. Like, example, they're going to anti-spell you. Now, you're going to look on your 60 card and you side in probably 15 cards to counter it. And you don't draw one. So, I would definitely not play a 60 card deck. Alright, that's just it. However, this combo is very easily facilitated by one Rescue Rabbit. The combo can be done without even drawing Rabbit. There are several ways to have it done. You need to see either your Rabbit or your Rescue Hamster. So any of the Rescue monsters can get you into this, and they're so adorable. So let's begin the combo. You would scale up. It doesn't matter what you scale. It genuinely doesn't matter. And I'm not going to put up the scales for this one because it doesn't matter what the scales are. So you're going to normal summon Rabbit, and you're going to use B Rabbit's effect, leave us, and we'll go into 2 Dragon Pendulum monsters. It's not specifically required to be Master Pendulum, but it's best advised that it should be. They're very good 1950 attack on on a level 4. It's good. Alright, and then the scale effect actually comes up if you want to play this route. So this is the best option. You've seen that you have Rescue Hamster. I'll explain. If you have one of these, you can just put in scale, pop itself. Then you can always normal summon Hamster and just do the combo. So it's not required to be specifically Rabbit. So let's continue. First one up, we're going to link someone with 1 into our Striker Dragon. Gets effect to add Boot Sector Launch. Now we're going to link with both of them to go into our Romulus. Let's work on the left. Captain America was right about that. Romulus effect will add Ravine. Now we're going to activate the Ravine, pitch Boot Sector Launch to send Absolrotor. You don't really need the Boot Sector Launch because you have Pendulum summon, so that's your Boot Sector Launch. Just think about it like that. And we'll get Absolrotor effect to add Tracer. Now, it's time to Pendulum summon. Put as long as you can Pendulum summon 4, you can do this entire combo. Your 2 Master Pendulum and your Tracer. Always recommend putting your Tracer in the far right so that way you can't slip. Link with both of these into your Twin Triangle Dragon and use this effect to Monster Reborn. The only monster that we can use it on is Absolrotor, but that's not a bad thing. We'll link with both of these. So we get our spheres. Now, from here, the Tracer will be required to pop the Ravine. You don't really want to pop anything else. And you'll get your Recharger. You link with your Recharger into your Pisty. You may now activate Pisty's effect to Monster Reborn. We're going to Monster Reborn Striker Dragon. We don't want to be locked into dragons anymore, so Striker, pop Pisty, and we'll get Recharger back to hand. Now we'll get to use the Recharger's effect to Monster Reborn by sending itself as cost first, then we target. So you can actually reborn itself back, which is really broken. So that's your second Monster Reborn. No, because we always find a way to abuse Rusty because he's just too good. We're going to obviously summon Rusty here. We may use its effect. We're going to send Boots and banish to set a Fog Blade, and Boots effect banish itself to get the second Fog Blade. And of course, your Savage Dragon. Savage equip. I would always strongly recommend equipping your Romulus. There's no negatives, 2 counters. Always summon it in a zone that's far away. Because you don't want to be, okay, this is removed, and this gives you a free zone. So you will always go plus. You will always be able to pendulum back 2. So it's always a good thing. Here is the perfect zone, but Relinquish Anima exists. So here would be the best zone. I don't think I need to talk about spheres because everyone knows what spheres does. And you're going into a next interruption that's going to banish their monster. It's just a regular standard board for Dragonlings. Now, what's the amazing part of the combo is that it came off 1 Rescue Rabbit. That's all the amazement is. However, the difficulty that I'm having with the combo is its weakness. Notice I put up spheres after I pendulum someone, which is not good. So there is no real way to work around it with just 1 rabbit. And you're playing pendulum, so you'll be required to find more cards. But it's not really that strong of a drawback. I'm sure that something else will come up, and you can draw cards. Now, there's a next way to have the combo done. I'm going to put back the monsters on the board, just in case if anyone slipped at some point in time. I can explain how you'll go about doing this. Now, we had Twin Triangle, and we had Rocket Tracer, along with the field spell, Dragon Ravine. If you're having issues where, well, first of all, the Twin Triangle is mandatory for you to use to summon back your Absolutor from the graveyard. However, if you, let's say, you drew the Recharger and you're not sure what to do, you don't have to use your Recharger any at all. You can save it for the rest of the duel. So how you'd play this out in this scenario, you would still make your spheres. Spheres can never go wrong, especially going first. Never. Then you can always use your Tracer to pop Ravine, and you'll get Rocket Synchron to the field. Of course, we're going to link into our Pisty using Tracer. We don't need Tracer again, because Tracer can't get us into anything important at this point. Then you can use your Pisty's effect to get back Striker Dragon from the grave. You can now use Striker Dragon, pop Pisty, and get back your Tracer. Then you can Monster Reborn. Okay, I slipped. You are to Monster Reborn your Absolutor. Then you can obviously do the combo from there. You will get your Rusty plus double Fog Blade. Then you can Synchro Summon into your Savage. And you'll get to equip your Romulus. 2 counters on Savage. So just in case if you aren't sure how to do the combo, there's a next way for you to do it. Now, let's go into the feasibility of the combo. 1 rabbit, 2 good. Please remember there's a search card for rabbits. So if you want to play that, it is viable. The problem with their search card is that it requires for you to have less life points than your opponent, which is not hard to do. Odd Eyes can do that for you. So if you see Sky Iris or you see your, Revolution Dragon pays 500 to activate. So it will always make you be able to use the search card. Apart from that, Hamster can give you the combo. All you're simply required to do is, if you draw Hamster and 1 Master Pendulum, that's the full combo, put Master in Scale, use the effect, pop itself. Then you can normal summon, use the effect, and special summon the 2, and that's the combo right there. However, even then, there are search cards for this. Sky Iris searches for this. Yes. Sky Iris has this part of its effect where it searches for Revolution Dragon, and Revolution Dragon searches for any dragon monster. Then Revolution searches for it, and you obviously play 3 copies. Duelist Alliance searches for Master Pendulum, and you play 3 copies. So it's really consistent and easy to get into. It's just that you have to find a rescue monster to work with. I think that's the direction I want to point the deck in. And for scales, it's most likely going to be Endymions. It's not guaranteed, but Endymions and Abductor, they just feed on this. Like, you don't lose out for doing it. And if your opponent actually does something to your board, you're just going to clap them real hard. Imagine if I had Servant and your opponent Nibiru. You go for your Red Eyes, pull this, you use Servant, pull Endymion from deck and Exceed, and then your Cross Sheep, and the duel is just done. You're going to end on Vortex along with, my apologies, Apollosa. So the combos don't really hurt. The view I'm looking at now is how do I take it from losing to Nibiru to beating Nibiru? Because that's my real problem. Pendulum Dex loses to Nibiru too hard. Sorry for going on like this. I'm just talking about real stuff. Like, focusing on how the direction I want to take the deck. But for now, or go first, Pendulum Magician, 7 negates, standard is really good. So I'm thinking I'm playing that. Alright? Apart from that, I want everyone's opinion on this. Which deck is better? Pure Dragoonity or Dragon Link Dragoonity? I really am not sure. The thing is with standard Dragoonity that I like is that it plays through Barrier Statue. It just doesn't do anything to the deck. You just walk over and just go and you're ready. While on the other hand, the next thing I don't like is that straight Dragoonity loses to some hand traps, and back-to-back hand traps does hurt it to the point where it will crumble where Dragon Link will not. Dragon Link is far more consistent in playing through hand traps than any other deck I've seen. Alright, I just want you guys' opinion on that. And that's it. Thanks for watching, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.